That's what happened in the first set as we welcome you to our second set, which is just about to begin. The attacks, look at that. FEU even had more attacks, but the errors. Ano,
But look at the errors. It's 11 errors for FEU as compared to only 4 of the Lady Alta. So, ang laking bagay nun. If, FEU would review their stats, they would see that they actually gave away a lot of the points to Perpetual.
As we welcome you to our new home here on Active, you're going to see the Shakey's V-League here on the same day basis most of the time, except for our Sunday games, which will be aired on a Monday schedule. Glad to have all of you, and we are so happy that we found a space here in Active. 1-0 here. If you're at FEU and you're Ness, Coach Ness, what are the things that you should sort of adjust with here in the second set? I think one of them is to go a little more to your Thai import.
Well, that's right, because in the first set we didn't see much of the sets being given to her. But I think if there's anything, they're doing well in terms of attacks, as what we've seen in the statistics earlier. Mas marami pa nga in fact yung magandang atake nila over the Lady Altas, but it was really the number of errors that they committed in the first set. So if there's anything I would correct, that would be it.
Vargas and San Soriang are in the front row, and Agno is out of position. That is out of reach.
For FEU also, they should be mindful of the score.
And don't forget that for Fun Family Pizza, it's got to be shaky. Capriana will be serving into the...
For FEU, these errors, of course, are always welcome.
Of course, with the way they played with those 11 errors in the first set, they'll take any point at this juncture. Sanor Seang with a serve. Capriana, set up job. Portimol dinking it over. There's a battle at the net. Baniel doing so as well. Portimol will give it. The first time you play volleyball, you usually play it that way. Vargas is rejected. FEU going in front, 3-2. First taste of the lead actually by the Lady Tams, but what happened?
It was a point for the Lady Altas. Oh, that's it.
It's 3-2 and that's serve. We're having a lot of service errors in this game, huh? We're now tied at 3 because it's our official ball here in the Shakey's V-League. We got Vargas all set to serve. Sometimes, those service errors are nervous.
And you're all alone there. The pressure for you to keep the ball alive and bring it over. Ayan, it's an exchange. Kanina, it was an exchange of service error going straight into the net. But this time around, it's different. Kalakasan.
Oo, Vargas committing the error. Is it sometimes sobra adrenaline mo?
Sobrang adrenaline.
Of a play, no? Kung minsan naka-score ka maganda, then you're still breathing hard and you're pumping energy. Kung minsan lumalakas yung serve o hindi mo tinatama ng eksakto eh.
Because you know what? One important thing when you're serving is control. There is a technique, there is a way for you to still have a sharp, strong serve. At the same time, pasok pa rin siya. So, it's really full concentration.
So those of you who play this game, especially at the high school level, don't mess around with those service practice drills. They will keep you in good stead when you get to the college level, you get to the V-League. Meanwhile, Sartin says, thank you for the early present. That is a wide hole in that row. As we remind you about Axel being our official outfitter here in the V-League. 5-4, Perpetual is in front. Portimol just above the net. Agno got to it. C, set up job. Manzano. Jen shot is easily taken care of. Sartin, a bundle of energy.
That was obviously too low for Eulalio.
Sometimes when you say it in Filipino, it's more swak. Agigil, agigil.
No, and yun yung sinasabi rin natin, no? Kaya critical yung position ng center spiker. Normally, kailangan yung set sa'yo eksakto.
Oo.
Because you have very little time to adjust because the sets are low.
It's really a commitment, and that you just perfect by so been taking care of business there.
Everything's been doing well right now for the Lady Altas.
Look at what Tubino rather did in this one. I love this move because you take a Facebook picture of that side and it's so open and your body just knows what to do.
Chelsea doing her own version, taking matters into her own hands.
Coach Ness is really coaching hard. He doesn't want to fall behind by 2 sets here, actually. As Mamilare, familiar space along the FEU sideline. Meanwhile, this is 8-5 now as Perpetual hits the technical timeout level. First, we'll be back with your Shakey's feeling after this. Okay, that is our current count. And we'll get the game going in just a short while. First, I'd like you to meet Pai Dayang Hiram, 16 years old from Manila. She will get a pizza pie from Shakey's, of course. And she has that nice smile. I don't want to talk about age with you. 16 years old. A joy of life.
You can always stop counting at a certain point in time. Only stop counting,
Yeah,
but
stop counting.
we can only do up to that. Yung ganung level up.
Women decide. This
Up to what age they will cap the counting.
I'm beginning to notice that with you and Mosi, Noreen, not the topic to talk about. 16-11, ito. Perpetual threatening a 3-set domination of an FEU team that's trying to get its act knit together. Ooh, that's on the line.
If you'll notice, it's looking at the second set, not looking at the first set. Dito sa set na to, ang nagiging problema naman nila is defense. A lot of the balls are just really hitting the ground. Not even an attempt from the defense.
That is such a good point because you can't get anything going offensively unless you stop the ball first. There's balls sailing out and FEU coaching staff trying to rev up their team.
This is probably not, how they're expecting the game to turn out. Definitely not because they're down 2 sets. But I guess even with the movement inside the court, we've seen a lot better from FEU.
As Sartin nailed that, it's a defense that refuses to move laterally actually.
And you see them, nakapako yung paa. If they're in a certain position, they're there. They don't even dive for the ball.
It's an open set and you know where it's coming and you know how Sartin likes to fire it and the lateral defense not moving there. On the other hand, Perpetual, that is through the block. Taking care of business there. 19-12. FEU in disarray.
Gaano kataas ang bola? Ha? Ito ang bola, ang kamay mo nando dito. Ano yung mga black? Ito ang bola, ito ang kamay. Ano yung palad nyo sa bola? Hindi, itong pinamablack. Ito yung nasintalan. Bababa ng dinadaan ng bola, tatalunan nyo ng mataas. May nga nyo, lite. Pagka ito, ganyan kataas ang bola, ganyan ang kamay. Ganyan kataas ang ganyan. Mataas dito dyan ang kamay. Yung talon.
A lecture on common sense, apparently.
But, that's correct, actually. That's the right way to do it. Tama nga naman yung mga coaches always tell their players, kung blocker ka, hindi ka talon. It's not about the height of your jump. It's really the timing and also looking at your attacker.
How to read the offense that's going against you. If you're unable to handle that, they're behind now 20-12. Under Muller with a very good breaking down of Des Familiar's discussion for front time. Pizza gotta be Shakey's. 8-point lead in the second set. The first set was taken by Perpetual with a count of 25-21.
This is not the kind of situation the Lady Tamaraws want to be in. Ito yung naging problema, no? The Lady Altas had such a big lead, it was difficult for them to catch up.
Honey Tubino tapping it outside, and it is now 2013. Gwyneth Eulalio, one of the veterans of this team. I remember when she was just a rookie starting out. Cabriana with the open set. Sucked in. Hammers it. Handled. Manzano dinking it over. Oh, just alertness. It's a problem of alertness.
Alertness and, just really communicating inside the court who is supposed to get that ball.
And it is now 21-13. Turbino to serve. E-bomb given away too easily. C adjusts. Sansarisan able to get into proper position. Manzano jabs it over. De Los Santos against the block. Agno, it's a set actually.
Good move, Manzano just tipping the ball over.
Yung points ng FEU are coming few and far between. They're bleeding for the points. They don't come so easily, and not helped along by a lot of unforced errors.
And it's also different if you see a convincing point. Hindi ito yung hinahabol mo
agree.
lang. Like that, for example. Again, this is the same problem. You see, in that point from the Lady Altas, wala na namang gumalaw dun sa depensa ng FEU.
Taking nothing away from Perpetual, they're doing nothing special here. They've scored time and again off the open set. It's not a quick, it's not a combination. It's just an open set. Then, is it starting with a problem in the block naman?
Well, it's all connected. When you're playing volleyball, it's all connected. The blockers would cover a certain area and so will the defense. So kung hindi kino-cover ng blockers mo na area, doon po pwesto yung depensa mo.
Nes Pamila will make a change as Basas pulls out Vargas in the FEU roster. 23-14 is the count here. Again, Perpetual threatening to take a 2-0 lead in the number of sets. Best of 5 sets, of course. Reverse set. Pating ko lang pumalo itong si Sarosan.
So far, she hasn't really gotten any.
Hindi ko alam po anong kursunado ng set. Now, FEU steals a point here, 23-15. Parang untested siya sa open. Tingin ko middle hitter siya. I'm not sure. We have to check on it. Kasi she hasn't gotten a good clean set so far.
And one of the problems that FEU also had, is having actually currently, yung reception nila hindi palaging eksakto sa setter.
Yeah, they're like in that point.
And at that point, the dig naman isn't coming or going smoothly rather.
And 24-15 is Perpetual threatening to take the second set. They're at set point at 24-15. Cabriana. Agno. Get a point on that reverse set. And that'll send Yves Sanor Seang over to the service area. Casual gift. Cabriana. It's a free ball. I like the way Perpetual has capitalized on the free balls, although they don't on that one. Porpingol is rejected by a double block.
But one thing I've noticed with Perpetual also is that most of the first balls that they receive go exactly to Cabriana.
Yes. Parang discipline eh.
Oo. And you see na yung positioning and the height of the ball, it's a standard.
That will end the second set convincingly. Porpingol hammers that to the open hole, which has been left by FEU time and again. And this second set rather, ends at 25-17. Shake and play third set. Rolling along after this.